Hello, good day, beautiful people. I am the Inspirational Lady Noah 365 Tarot. Well, welcome to my channel. I greatly appreciate you being here. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. I trust you will love this vibe. Everything you need to know about me is in the description below. This will be past, present, or future you or someone around you. So take what resonates and leave the rest for someone else. Today we're time to the zodiac sign of Gemini, Sun, Moon, or Rising, or any placement in your chart. Gemini, the first card we have here is the Knight of Coins. It says responsible, consistent, hardworking. Gemini, you're focused on your coins. You're focusing on your career or your work or some kind of passion project. You're very focused, okay? Okay, I hear someone saying, I am going to celebrate. But you're like, wait a minute, let me get to this money first. You're talking about spending and circulating, and let me get to the money first. I heard that, Gemini, okay? And the next card we have here is the Three of Coins, okay? Collaboration, focus, efforts, okay? Goals in common. As I said, you're very focused on work, Gemini. You're not letting anyone distract you. You're like, yes, I'm going to celebrate my birthday, all those things, but I have to take care of business first. I heard that, okay? Very responsible, male or female. I'm picking up on a Gemini energy that is very responsible, okay? You have something that you're very focused on with the Queen of Coins here, okay? Mature, successful, and practical. And you're not letting or allowing anyone to deter you. You don't mind having fun, but you're going to do what's sensible, I'm hearing. Sensible? Is that a word? Let's do what's sensible. Gemini, you've been in the Five of Cups before. You know what it's like to be in lack. You know what it's like to be without, and you are refusing to return there. And so that's why you're so focused. And you're not hyper-focused. You're basically you're prioritizing your life, okay? You're putting first things first, and you're being responsible. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. You could have maybe someone that you're dating, maybe pulling on your energy, maybe saying, oh, honey, it's when you're going to spend some time with me. And you're like, I'm going to work a double shift, babe. I'll see you tomorrow. And I'm like, okay, I guess I'll see you then. So you could, maybe, you could be postponing some things when it comes to dating, okay? Because you're very focused. You are not having it with the Death card, okay? Gemini, you could have Scorpio placement somewhere in your chart. You are putting an end to that lack energy of being without, of having to borrow, of having to beg people. I'm picking up on someone who's been through a lot of financial, economic hardship, and you're saying no more. You're doing your all. You're doing your best, in a healthy way, in a positive way, to make sure that you change your situation. And I love it. I really do. It feels good. It makes me smile. I feel like smiling. Yes, I am smiling, Gemini, okay? And so I do see you eventually making time, as I just said, I do see you eventually making time for your spouse, male or female. They could be missing you because you work a lot of overtime. If you're not at work, you could have a side hustle that you do. You could work 2 jobs, okay? A job and a hustle or 2 jobs and a hustle. Yes, there are people who work like that, okay? And so I do see you, eventually making time for them, okay? And spending time, whether it's, Netflix and chill, where you can get some rest and, and get some rest, and spend some time with your honey, okay? Gemini, you are taking time to call judgment in your own life, and your ancestors are proud of you. You're creating a lot of balance and harmony, as within, so without. You're making sure that you're not burdened and that you are in the energy of feeling secure, feeling secure. You could be someone who has children, or maybe you are expecting a child, okay? Okay, I'm not picking up on someone who don't have children. I'm picking up on a Gemini who has children or they are expecting. So you can have a child on the way and you just don't know it yet, male or female. Congratulations. Okay? And so you're making the right preparations. And, this energy of you being very responsible makes it even better, And you will eventually be going to celebrate, your born day, your birthday with your friends, because you have been putting in the work, and so things will turn around. If you are watching and you're dating a Gemini, and maybe you're feeling like they haven't been around, because they work a lot, and they work a lot, those things will turn around. So the romance will be rekindled in your relationship. And if you have a friend who's a Gemini and you're wondering where they're at, guess what? They will turn up, but you have to respect and honor that they have to prioritize their life. If you are a good friend, you will not intercept that. Okay? Or do you want them calling you borrowing money? Okay? Gemini, you are desiring to be in the energy of treating your spouse like an emperor or empress. This is the Empress card. But you want to be in a secure energy, male or female, where you and your family will be secure and have a safety net. Things are constantly changing around us when it comes to the economy. And you never know, when things could change, but you don't want to be in a situation where you're caught, as they say, with your drawers down, or out on a limb. You want to make sure you have a nest egg of security. You're moving different. You're doing things different. You're very fearless, okay? You're a risk taker and a free spirit with the Knight of Wands, okay? And so you're fighting with authority, but you're doing it in the right way. And this is a beautiful read. I feel a lot of good energy here, Gemini. A lot of good positive energy here. Okay? There could be someone, you could hear someone with the Seven of Swords maybe wanting to include you in gossip. Pay it no attention. This could be maybe in your neighborhood. This could be a neighbor. This could be on the job, okay? Some kind of community setting, okay? Pay it no attention. Someone may try to stop and gossip with you. Maybe this happened already or will happen. Hey, did you hear what happened to Miss So-and-so? Spirit is saying, don't engage. Just tell them no and you got something to do. Okay, this may be someone who's older than you. Someone, well-seasoned who wants to gossip. Okay? And here we are, balance, okay? You could have Sagittarius in your chart. You're maintaining your balance, okay? And all the hard work that you are putting in, it's all changing your world. It's changing your world. You're closing out an old cycle, as I said. You're closing out, Gemini, the cycle of being in lack energy, of being without, having to borrow money. You're making sure you have emergency funds put to the side. Doesn't matter how much. It's better to have something than nothing, okay? But you're being more responsible. You're not who you used to be. And people around you, they see this, and those who are your friends and care about you, they will respect it, okay? But you're closing out an old cycle. You're letting go of, the pity party, the lack mentality of telling yourself you can't, okay? It's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Beautiful. So much so you're changing, okay? The Wheel of Fortune is next. It says a cycle of life, fate, good luck, the Wheel of Fortune. So you're changing your world so much. You're putting in so much. You have good luck and good fortune coming your way. It is fated for you, Gemini. So keep up the good work. This is beautiful. I love this for you. Later.